A college student in Kentucky unalived her newborn baby and hid it in the closet, which is sad too. Sad to see.
It's happening.
Kind of reminded me of that one chick from New Mexico. I don't know if you guys remember, who the girl had the baby in the hospital bathroom and threw it away in the trash or some shit like that. Yeah, dude. Shout out to the homegirl Abby Lynn for having this.
Happened again. This is 21-year-old Laken Snelling from White Pine, Tennessee, and she's facing charges after somebody found her baby wrapped in a towel inside a trash bag hidden inside a closet. She's a senior at the University of Kentucky, and on Wednesday, August 27th, the Lexington Police Department responded to a call to a house on Park Avenue about an unresponsive infant. Upon arriving, they found the baby wrapped in a towel in a trash bag hidden in the closet, and the mother was identified as Laken. And apparently she admitted to them that she gave birth and then tried to hide everything by cleaning everything up and then putting everything, including the baby, into that trash bag.
What a piece of shit.
She was arrested on Sunday, August...
That's not the same girl, is it? Oh, the phone. Catfish.
31st, and is facing charges of tampering with physical evidence, abuse of a corpse, and concealing the birth of an infant. Now, at this point, it's not known if the baby was stillborn or if the baby had been born alive and she killed it. So she hasn't received any charges regarding murder yet, but an autopsy, of course, is being done. And if they show the baby was born alive, she will obviously get more charges. Here are just some other photos of her.
Yeah, that ain't her.
Here she is with her mom. 21st birthday. Looks like she does a lot with pageants and stuff.
Damn, she ruined her life, bro. She ruined her life.
Here she is with her boyfriend on Easter, who I assume would be the father of the baby. It says here that she was a member of the stunt team at the college, and I'm wondering if any of her teammates knew she was pregnant, or if she was somehow able to hide it from everybody. Anyway, she's due back in court on Tuesday, September 2nd, so I'll let you guys know what happened.
All right, let's just get into it. Another clip.
I want to give you guys some more information about 21-year-old Laken Snelling. This, of course, is the University of Kentucky senior whose newborn baby was found deceased in a trash bag in a closet by her roommate. Now, if you didn't see my earlier video, the baby was found on Wednesday. The roommate called police, and when they showed up, they found the baby deceased, wrapped up in a towel in a trash bag in the closet. And when they spoke to Laken, she apparently admitted that she gave birth and then tried to hide it by cleaning everything up and then putting all of it, including the baby, in that trash bag. She was arrested.
Pics got posted for Belly in cheer uniform for her stunt team. Huh. She was still doing stunts while she was pregnant?
On Sunday, August 31st, and is facing charges of tampering with physical evidence, abuse of a corpse, and concealing the birth of an infant. And her first court date will be on Tuesday, September 2nd. This is her boyfriend, Connor, and of course, a lot of people are wondering if he knew or if she even knew. I want to show you guys this photo where you can really see her figure. She looks like she's really athletic and in shape. As I said in my other video, she was a member of the University of Kentucky stunt team. This is a photo of Laken and her boyfriend in April. So if the baby was born at full-term gestation, she would have been around 5 to 6 months here. This is from around that same time. And then check these out. This is a photo shoot she had done with Connor. They were posted to her TikTok account on...
That looks like a pregnancy shoot. She must have known then.
June 18th. I mean, it might just be me, but it looks like there's a baby bump there.
Yeah. That definitely looks like a fucking pregnancy shoot, bro. What the fuck? And it does look like a bump.
Especially in this one. And while I'm showing photos of the boyfriend, I want...
He's holding... Yeah, it is, bro. It is. They're both holding the belly, dude.
I want it to be known that I've received messages from a couple different people stating that he is not the father of the baby.
Oh.
Apparently, she was pregnant before they began dating. Now, of course, I can't confirm that, but I just want it to be known that that's what I'm being told. So I don't know if he was okay with it and said that he would step up to the plate as the father, or if somehow he didn't know. And I want to correct something real quick. In my earlier video, I said this is Laken with her mother, but this is actually the grandmother. This is Laken with her mother.
There it is. Yeah, I was going to say, bro.
This is actually the
She's 21, yeah. I was going to say, the mom's pretty old.
grandmother. This is Laken with her mother. Look at what she posted on TikTok with her goals. A wedding, motherhood, money, family, a home. Anyway, I just want to end this by saying there have been a lot of comments on my previous video about these young women not having any resources and not knowing what to do. And I just want to say that's a bunch of rubbish. I was 19 years old when I got pregnant with my daughter, and I had her at 20. Also, you can take a baby to any police station, fire department, hospital, and there's a safe haven baby box right there in Lexington, Kentucky. So there is absolutely no excuse for this. Even if the baby was stillborn, for example, that does not justify putting that little baby into a trash bag like a literal piece of garbage. Anyway, I'll be sure to keep you guys updated with what happens with this case, so make sure to hit...
we do have some updates, chat. Hold on.
I have some updates for you guys in the Laken Snelling case. This, of course, is the 21-year-old senior from the University of Kentucky who was arrested on Sunday, August 31st, after her roommates discovered her deceased infant wrapped in a towel, put inside of a trash bag, and then hidden in her closet on Wednesday. Now, as I'm sure everybody knows by now, she's facing charges of abuse of a corpse, tampering with physical evidence, and concealing the birth of an infant. She had a court hearing today, Tuesday, September 2nd. She posted a $100,000 bond, so she's now able to serve a home incarceration with no ankle monitor, but the document says she has to live with her parents. And I have some more information about the roommates and how the baby was discovered. So after the semester started...
Dude, I couldn't imagine being the roommates. Imagine just fucking trying to clean your room, you're cleaning the closet, and then you see this shit. Yeah, bro.
And everybody moved back to college. Her roommates were suspicious that she was pregnant, but they didn't ever confront her about it. As you can see, she typically has a very athletic body with a flat abdomen. But that wasn't the case anymore. Now, I don't know exactly what made them decide to go looking through her things, but that Wednesday, they did go into her room and looked in the closet, and that's when they found the baby inside of that trash bag. Apparently, she gave birth that Wednesday morning, and then after she cleaned everything up and then hid it all in her closet, she got ready and went to class.
Damn.
Now, obviously, I can't confirm this, but sources are stating that she would have been arrested on Wednesday, but they wanted to make sure she was...
Bro, the fact that she did everything by herself is crazy, too. She cleaned. She hid everything. Like, bro, I'm pretty sure there's more evidence in that room, though. I don't think it could be that clean.
Physically okay. So they sent her to the hospital to receive postpartum care and medical treatment, and then they arrested her after she got discharged. I'm going to follow this case very closely, and I'll keep you guys updated with anything that happens. So if you don't already, make sure to hit the follow button.
All right, let's see. This just gets interesting by the fucking
Laken
video.
Snelling had her first court appearance today, and I want to show you guys some pictures from it. Here she is walking in, trying to not show her face. Here she is inside the courtroom. You can see she has a full face of makeup. If you're not familiar with this case, she's a 21-year-old University of Kentucky student whose newborn baby was found deceased in a trash bag hidden inside of her closet by her roommates on Wednesday. She was arrested on Sunday and charged with tampering with physical evidence, abuse of a corpse, and concealing the birth of an infant. She posted a $100,000 bond and is now doing a home incarceration without an ankle monitor, but she has to live with her parents. And I want to show you guys this uniform citation. I'll move out of the way. Down here it says pretty much what we already know. Which, of course, is that the police went out to the house on a report of an unresponsive baby, and when they showed up, the baby was deceased, wrapped up in a towel, in a trash bag in the closet. And that when they talked to Laken, she admitted to giving birth and trying to conceal everything and then hiding it all in there. Now, there have been a lot of rumors going around that maybe this was an early miscarriage, but you'll notice in this, they don't use the term fetus, they say an infant. So personally, that leads me to believe that this wasn't some really early miscarriage, but a developed baby.
Yeah.
Anyway, as always, I'll keep you guys updated on the details of this case as they come out. So,
wait, did she say the baby? Probably not. If the baby was born alive or anything.
I want to clear up some misinformation in the Laken Snelling case. So, as we know, this is a 21-year-old senior from the University of Kentucky who's facing 3 charges after her newborn infant was found deceased in a trash bag hidden in her closet on Wednesday, August 27th by her roommates. So as we know, this is her boyfriend, Connor Jordan. These are photos that she posted to her social media in June. There's a creator on this app who made a video basically stating that she has...
I want to know the caption for these pictures. Because, yeah, she had to know she was pregnant, dude. That literally says it all right here in the fucking picture, man.
Information that's going to shock everybody, and come to find out Laken's boyfriend Connor is not the baby's father, and that apparently a DNA test was done and the result is miraculously already in, and it shows he's not the dad, it's an ex. Now, like I said in a video a few days ago, I received information that Connor is not the father of the baby, that they started dating after she was already pregnant.
She saw that Lex Treviso get away with the same, and she said, they won't do. Yeah, she probably did see that. Yeah, dude. Different states, man.
But I do not believe for a single second that a paternity test was done and that the result is already back. First off, a paternity test at this point in the investigation is completely irrelevant. The priority is getting the autopsy result back and finding out if the baby was born alive or stillborn. That way they understand what really happened and they know whether or not to bring forth more charges. Also, she apparently had the baby on Wednesday morning, cleaned everything up, and then went to class. Afterwards, the roommates apparently found the baby in the trash bag in the closet.
The roommates, I feel like they knew some sketchy shit was going on. Because the fact that they went straight to the closet and just looked, yeah, I think they already knew something was up.
Called police. The call to the police was received at 10:33 in the morning, and then she was actually arrested that same day at around 5 in the evening. But they sent her to the hospital to receive postpartum care, which is why she didn't get booked into the jail until Sunday the 31st. Even if the police for some reason wanted to...
Dude, imagine the roommates heard the baby crying. Like they were outside while she was giving birth, and the baby was alive and crying.
To establish paternity, they would have to get the father's consent. And if the father didn't give it, they would have to obtain a warrant from the judge in order to collect his DNA. But like I said, it's being reported that Connor actually did...
And also, sorry, I keep pausing it, but also, I don't know what made her think, like, having a baby is going to ruin my life. Killing my baby. Which one should I go with, chat? You know what I mean? Like, bro, freedom or being locked up for years, bro? I don't know. Like, you're insane, bro. You're insane.
Judge in order to collect his DNA. But like I said, it's being reported that Connor actually did not father the baby. It was somebody that she was dating shortly before him. Although if you look, she posted this photo of them together in February. So they would have had to have reached out to whatever guy she dated before Connor and get his consent, collect the DNA, send it off to be tested, and then receive it back. Now keep in mind, offices are typically closed on Saturdays and Sundays, and Monday was Labor Day, so they probably would have been closed that day as well. And honestly, if I was that guy and there was some big investigation going on right now, I would say, that ain't my baby. But like I said earlier, establishing paternity is pretty irrelevant at this point because the priority is finding out if she unalived that baby and how to proceed forward.
Bro, he kind of does look like broke boy. Not gonna lie. Lena, you're on it, bro. You're on it. All right, here's the last I have of this situation.
Breaking news in the case of 21-year-old University of Kentucky senior Laken Snelling. One of Lexington's local news stations posted this. The Fayette County Coroner listed the manner of death for the infant found in a closet in Lexington as currently undetermined. Notably, the coroner's report read that extensive microscopic analyses are essential to determine the cause and manner of death. So the autopsy couldn't tell them whether or not the baby was born alive. Hopefully, the more in-depth analysis can give them some answers. Otherwise, if Laken harmed that baby, it sounds like she could possibly get away with it.
No! Now, bro, they're going to give her the Alex Treviso treatment, dude.
If you're unfamiliar with this case, Laken Snelling is 21 years old and she's a senior at the University of Kentucky where she's a member of their stunt team. She apparently gave birth to her baby in the morning of Wednesday, August 27th, cleaned everything up, put the baby in a trash bag, and hid the baby in her closet before going to class. Afterwards, her roommates, who were suspicious of something, decided to go into her room and look around, and that's when they found the trash bag and notified the police. She was arrested that evening, but they sent her to the hospital first to receive postpartum care. After she was discharged on Sunday, she was booked into the jail. She was charged with abuse of a corpse, tampering with physical evidence, and concealing the birth of an infant. She had court yesterday on September 2nd. She placed a $100,000 surety bond, so $10,000, and she's now serving a home incarceration with no ankle monitor, but she has to live with her parents in Tennessee. There's been a lot of speculation with this case, and I've received numerous messages from people who claim to know her and have known her for a very long time, and they all say they think that she purposely did something to protect her image.
Yeah, I think she did too. I think, this is my opinion, that she hurt the baby. Yeah, she has a point, to protect her image, bro. She seems very popular, dude. in her hometown. Look at this. Jefferson County Fair. What did it say? Ferris? Bro. Yeah, dude. That's... What did it say?
Joe, that's white privilege, Joe. Don't you think you could just be running in front of cops like that?
That's white privilege, Joe.
Of course, that is pure speculation, and it sounds like the truth might not ever come out. I'll be sure to keep you guys updated with what happens.
Yeah, it is tarnished. That image is tarnished. That's what I'm saying. Like, she could have had the baby. She could have, like you guys are saying, gone to the station, the fire station, put it in the box. Yeah.